Gossipers, does Cassie have something to worry about? Let's listen.
All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's get started.
Hello, gossipers. So, we haven't spoken about Diddy, right? Or even Cassie. Well, now it's being reported that one of the sex worker, Clayton Howard, was given the right or the go ahead to serve the rapper's ex girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, with a lawsuit. So we're gonna read this quick article, and this is wild. This is wild. It says Clayton Howard, a sex worker who took part in Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, have been given the go-ahead to serve the rapper's ex, Cassie Ventura, a lawsuit by alternative means. For months now, Clayton has attempted to serve Cassie a lawsuit over claims that she trafficked him for freak-offs with her boyfriend at the time, who was Diddy. There have been 9 failed attempts to date. So he tried 9 times to serve her, okay? Which included 3 addresses in New York and Connecticut. And investigators combing through DMV searches, property searches, field visits, and skip tracking. Yet they still failed to confirm a current verifiable address for Cassie. As per a report from All in Hip Hop, hold on, what's going on here? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. Judge Ann Wang granted Clayton permission to send summons complaint and order by email to Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor of Wigdor LLP, and her attorney, Meredith Firetog. Firetog, okay. So it says that Clayton Howard is a former sex worker who was hired to take part in Diddy's now infamous freak-off parties. He was featured pretty majorly in the new Netflix documentary Sean Combs directing. Sorry about that. He wasn't featured majorly. I mean, he was in it, but Lord. Where he described being hired by Cassie for intercourse at the London Hotel in New York City in 2009. A masked man who identified himself as Frank Black was also there, and he was later revealed to be Diddy. Now, did he testify? He ended up to, yeah, okay. So he was subpoenaed for Diddy, because I know I didn't see him. I see the other guy. He was subpoenaed for the Diddy trial, but he never ended up testifying. And then he launched his own lawsuit against both Diddy and Cassie in July of this year, 2025. And he also told a story that Cassie allegedly got pregnant with his child and she got rid of the child, right? The lawsuit accuses both of them of sex trafficking, human trafficking, and sexual assault, with Clayton seeking $35 million. Damn. $35 million in damages and full compensation for all past, present, and future medical expenses, mental health treatment, prescription medications, and related costs. He's continued to speak publicly about the lawsuit on his TikTok account. Clayton also wrote a book, and it's called Cassie, Victim or Co-Conspirator. So, yes, I mean, gossipers, does he have a right to sue Cassie and Diddy? Because, everyone is making Cassie out to be this victim, not with the DV, the domestic violence. We saw that proof with Diddy. So we're just saying that was Cassie complicit in everything what was going on, and she was, and also there were times where she did not want to do it, and she shouldn't have been forced to, but majority of the time she was in it, and especially with him in particular, she never resisted him. She never told him we don't want to sleep with you. She was always doing the calling to have them come over. So I guess when he says 35 million in damages, of course he's never going to get that. I don't know if he'll even get $1 million, but hey, if you have to say 35 million to probably get something, even if it's $1 million, or hopefully at least 250,000, right? For this, and he has a story and he can talk about it because he was quiet and lived his life until all this came up. I know people are gonna say, "Come on now! All of a sudden, you want mental health treatment and prescription and stuff like that. You weren't complaining before, but we don't know what he was going through, right? He was with them the longest. I think like 8 years, something to that effect. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. He's never going to see 35 million. And, I would say the same thing, but then you can't say for a woman who comes forward after 10, 15 years that how dare you. And it would be the same for him, in the sense that why, how dare you? This didn't really happen to you. You're only taking use now because it's now a major thing, and you'll see if you can shoot your shot and get some money. But who knows, maybe he faced some kind of trauma. He said he did witness Cassie being abused and everything like that. But yeah, gossipers, what are your thoughts? A judge said go ahead, email them. So are we gonna see another case, or will Cassie settle quietly? Because I'm sure he has stories of his own, right? And I'm sure he can't wait to tell those. And if Cassie don't want those stories out, because I would like to think after 8 years you've been collecting and saving your own evidence and stuff like that, then Cassie might just settle quietly, and probably we won't know about it unless we don't see him speak up anymore, right? Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts? As always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.